Well, hello, hello, hello. How are we on this fine day, my little friends? Welcome along to the Tales Around the Tavern Fire once again, and let's bring everyone into the stream. So get over here, and we'll say, well, hello to our wonderful cast of adventurers. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are we all? I hope we're doing okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excited for Sunday.
Excellent.
Need to die.
You get to die. I like that statement. Brilliant.
No.
Yeah, he's here to die. I'm here to live.
The rest
And
of us are here
everybody
to
else, I
play,
don't care.
And I'm just here to wreck
Good
your
stuff.
day. Welcome along to Tales Around the Tavern Fire and our next journey into the adventures around the continent of Ibarath in this fantastic world which we've created. I'd just like to start off with a few announcements. First things first, we are still running our competition to reach 150 followers. Once we hit that milestone, we will be raffling off to one very lucky follower a fantastic set of dice. A dice set which I happen to have here. You won't be winning this exact set because this set is mine, which my wonderful players surprised me with for our 1 year anniversary. They organised this as a wonderful gift, and yes, it did bring me to tears, but I'll just get the D20 out just so you can marvel a little bit at these. Just look at that. That is just, oh, that is just too precious, too beautiful, and not yours yet. So, if you want to be in with the chance to do this, follow us. And if you're not following us, why the hell not? But get everyone you can to follow us. Anyone you think would be interested, even those you think might not be interested, get them to follow us as well. Why not? If they happen to get the dice set, they can give it to you. Job done. You know, you give yourself two chances then, basically. As soon as we can get the 150, you'll be in a chance to win this fantastic dice set. It feels so good to roll, and for all you dice goblins out there, it is a must-have. If you want to peruse other like-sided dice, you can find them on Instagram at Hilltop Dice, the people who made these for us. Wonderful, wonderful people, led by our Tavern alumni, Eleanor, who played the indomitable, unbreakable Remy from the very start of the campaign, who came back for our 1 year anniversary as well. So go check her out on Etsy, check her out on Instagram, tell her we said hi, and then buy some dice from her as well, because they're amazing. Why not? And follow us, and then you can get some free dice maybe as well. It's a win-win-win-win-win for everybody. It's great. The other thing we want to mention is for this leg of the journey, we are still sponsored by Bus Stop Toy Shop for all of your tabletop needs. Michael, would you like to give us a bit of a rendition of what you can expect walking through those hallowed gates now that they are reopening to the public?
Payback, isn't it?
Yes, this is payback.
So now that they're open, caught me. The shop has all your gaming needs, whether it's D&D, Warhammer, comics, just pretty much anything. You name it, he has it. If you're in the area of, you can actually go into the shop. Otherwise, if you visit the Bus Stop Toy Shop website, you can see what he's got.
That website is busstoptoyshop.co.uk. That's busstoptoyshop.co.uk. And if you do go in, tell them we said hi. So I think that is it for our announcements. Unless there's anything else anyone else wants to add for now.
Open the letter.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. With my fantastic dice set, I received a wax sealed letter with the symbolism there that Hilltop Dice use. So I nearly opened this the other day when I cried to my group here about receiving this dice because I was fully overwhelmed. But then I said, no, we must all be together for me to open this. I couldn't do this because we were missing someone at the time because of the time differencing, but he's here now and we love him dearly despite him being so far away. Is he still listening?
I'm still listening.
Just trying not to cry.
So just there we go. So open this wax seal. And it says, "And you have my die. Thank you so much for supporting my small business with your purchase. I hope it brings you all the luck. Hilltop Dice." So
No, no.
I'm
No,
sure
we can't have any luck.
I'm sure that is a sentiment not shared with the party here. But thank you so much,
No,
Hilltop Dice. Thank you, Eleanor. I love you dearly. You are a dear friend and a dear part of this community and this group. And we look forward to hearing and seeing from you soon. And I hope more of our friends will come and visit you at your websites in the very near future. So, I would normally pass over to our wonderful teller of tall tales, our party bard Nemea. Party bard!
Party board.
But unfortunately, as she was absconded last week, we have had to make do with listening to me prattle on. So, we shall start the retelling of the tale. And pull that up as well. The group found themselves in the midst of combat with a giant hulking flesh golem made of reanimated undead corpses surrounding the body of the demented, insane Aurelius the Mad. And as battle ensued, unfortunately, some people were knocked unconscious and they unable to participate in the fight, whereas other combatants were transported away under the guise of a spell that had them confused. But after some dire combat and some near misses, Lucian, in his feral form, managed to rip Aurelius from the heart of the beast, rendering it powerless as it collapsed to the ground. And after a small discourse back and forth, and Bast returning from her home plane once again, his head was then removed from his body. And some investigation took place where clues and information was procured from the den of Aurelius himself. With this newfound knowledge, the party then assembled back on the surface of the shoreline with the now rescued Altharius of the Lord General of the Wardens of Iberath, who was still heavily injured from his time under Aurelius's capture and torture. And Nemea disappeared, like she has just now, with him to recoup at the city of Nurladir. But before doing so, handed Dalen a smooth, multifaceted stone, which he could then use as a beacon for returning Nemea to the group when it was time for her to return. And the group then left the shores of Aurelius's Folly and headed back to the Celiana to see Sea Dog Marley and discuss the next leg of the journey and where they would head to. And that's where we'll pick up. So, adventurers of Iberath, what do you want to do?
We're heading to Dunsport.
Yes, we are. Dunswater.
Have we already discussed with the captain that?
Discussed and paid.
That is correct. You have paid him with loot that you just acquired, alongside loot you already had. So he tells you, and Dalen will confirm this, that the journey is no small feat from where you are to Port Dunswater itself, and it's going to be around about 5 days at sea. So, because he still is shy a navigator, Dalen, are you still going to take up that position on the ship?
I will still help out as much as I can.
Okay.
So yes.
By this point, when you arrive, this is probably about mid-afternoon, coming towards dusk at this point. So the rest of the day will be spent setting off and then waiting for stars to lighten your course, ready for the 5 days to start tomorrow. So is there anything you are wanting to do for the rest of the day / evening?
Mention myself because I know I was
No,
almost
I
nearly
think I'm
ripped
right.
in
Has
half.
anyone else got some?
But while you're bandaging yourself, Dalen, you do feel a warmth coming from your pouch. You put your hand in, and you feel, and that's the multifaceted stone given to you by Alferis is growing warmer and warmer and warmer in your hand, to the point where it's almost unbearable.
Throw it overboard so it's cool in the water.
Okay.
Bro.
Oh, man.
I know
Dude,
exactly what I'm doing.
Fuck's sake.
Okay.
This
Just
is what you
as
get from leaving us.
as you throw it towards the side of the ship, just before it gets to the ship's banister, there is a small radiant flash of like bluish green energy, and then Nemea appears on the ship. But you're moving, Nemea, at a forward pace, and your stomach hits the banister of the ship, and you are bent, and you look overboard to the sea, and you come back to standing again.
Oh, what? Oh, no, man. There should be a dex roll for that. Should be acrobatics or something for that.
I'm not an arsehole.
Ah, but I am.
Okay. Oh,
Seriously? How much fun would that be?
look around and see who's actually around.
You look around. Who's on deck? Who's below deck? You have free
I'm
run of the
still on
ship.
deck.
Galen's here.
You do see Dalen
Yeah.
looking quite perplexed from behind you, and Bast is on deck as well. Lucian, Ogar, where are you guys?
Crow's Nest.
Ogar?
I think I'm going to be on the front of the ship anyway.
The bow of the ship.
At the front, by the.
Okay. Yeah, you look around. Give me a perception check to see. You can see Dalen quite clearly.
19.
19. With that roll, you will definitely see and spot everyone else, because they're not making an attempt to hide or anything. So you will see Lucian's hulking mass sticking out of the crow's nest. You will see Bast talking to sailors further up the deck, and Ogar looking, wistfully out at the sea.
Into the distance.
If you had hair, it
Pondering.
would be blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
Fabio
he's
style.
stroking He's stroking
I'll-
his chin up.
I
Considerably.
will kind of clutch my stomach, which is like hurting me a bit because I just slammed into the edge of the ship.
Slightly
and,
winded.
Slightly winded, and turn around and be like, "You alright, guys?"
Welcome back, Nemea. Was not expecting you anytime soon.
Thanks. What a fight. Well done. I gather you know, it was all alright.
Yeah, you were unconscious for a decent portion of it, but
Yeah, Alfarius filled me in. Alfie filled me in on a little bit. But what did I miss?
I have no clue
What
because
did
nobody
I
will tell me what actually happened during the fight.
I mean, I think we said last time you remember everything.
No, I have no memory of the fight.
She wasn't
She was
physically there
away
for
for
it.
most of it.
Oh yeah,
She
you
had
weren't
she had
physically
memory
there.
of being charmed, but she didn't have memory of the fight because she wasn't actually there.
Nothing important.
Tell you what,
about it.
guys, I could do with a drink. Let's all sit down and have a chat. There must be some rum on this boat, right, Dylan?
A
I mean,
drink.
there is, but we'd probably have to
Right.
get it and ask for it.
Okay, I'll go and find the captain to ask for some drinks.
It's quite easy to find him, and he looks up from his map table in his quarters. Goes, "Aye, miss."
Hello, Captain. Sorry to interrupt. I wondered if I could possibly take 5 servings of whatever alcohol you've got on board. I feel like we could all do with a drink after the experience we've just had.
You've paid for the passage, but my hold is yours.
Thank you very much. And I will go and find some alcohol of some sort, and then pick up 5 and go back to the deck, and then like sit on a box and
It's
put them down, and then expect everyone to come over.
it's easy enough to find, and they are quite clearly marked as rum kegs down there. And you see other fancy names of different whiskies and brandies and basically spirited goods. But you do see there's the rum kegs. Some of them have been tapped with spigots for use. So, and you can grab one quite easily to lift across. When you bring it back to the top deck with 5 cups that you rummage from the galley.
Yep.
You're on the deck with that.
Yeah, as I say, I'll just go and just sit on a box, pull some boxes in so there are like 5 seats, and then put it down and put the cups down, and then just sit there and drink and wait and see who joins me.
Well, Dalen would have seen you come up from the deck and smell that hint of alcohol on the night breeze, and will follow you probably. Everyone else can make perception checks if you like.
Get to those dice, damn you. Oh.
11.
Yeah, I can make one, but I don't think it's going to help. 11, I think it might be 10 actually. Hang on.
We're all in our own little world.
Yeah, here we go.
What did you get, Bast?
3.
Okay.
3 stars.
10.
10, 11, and a 3. You 3 are in... Well, Bast is in deep conversation with another sailor. Lucian is really just enjoying being up in the crow's nest, and just the vantage point, and Ogar is very much deep in thought. The other 3 haven't felt the pull or noticed you.
Yeah, as Dalen comes over and sits down and grabs a drink, I'll look around, see the others aren't coming, and then shout to them all and be like, "Oi, come and get a drink!"
You will all hear this over the evening breeze.
I will excuse myself from the guard and head over.
I'll take a moment, continue to ponder. Head over. Sit down.
Lucian?
Slide down a rope.
Lucian Errol flings his way down from the crow's nest. Give me an acrobatics check, you. You wanted a dex save. Here's a dex save.
That's alright, I'm proficient in acrobatics.
It still doesn't guarantee it's going to work.
26.
Unfortunately, it does this time. You manage to swing your way down from pillar or from mast to rope to rigging, and you land 5 feet away.
Gracefully.
Show off.
Yeah.
That's 5 feet off. Hi guys.
So, everybody sit down. Brought up some rum for you. What the hell happened? Please fill me in. Did you find any information or whatever? Like,
What are you counting?
I was counting and just looking at the barrel, like, how does one get the drink out of?
if I see him struggling, I would just reach forward, put a cup under, and pour some, and then just give it to him.
You do it in that really condescending, helpful way where you don't break eye contact with him, like.
Yeah, you're like,
Slunk
So-
down.
guys, I was out of this fight. Can you please fill me in on what happened?
I can tell you what happened after the fight.
Sure.
I cut off the guy's head.
Okay, good.
During the fight, you got knocked on your ass.
Did I? I'm pretty sure I was there for that bit.
Last started seeing her sister, I think. That's what she was shouting out. She tried to attack me. So I sort of threw her onto the floor and started choking her out with the axe. Ugar then some magic on her and she disappeared.
I thought best before our colleague got a bit frisky. I thought it's protect her.
And then the big mass of corpses attacked, so I ripped the guy out of it.
Nice. Well done, guys. So did you find anything which might be useful?
Yes, we found stuff.
I found 6 names. Oh, not
Names?
names. Names of places, I think.
What were the names of the places?
Haldorf. I'm gonna butcher these names.
I'll try not to die.
Dagon,
Aldarth what?
Haldorf, Dagon, Tin's Rest, Kinthorm,
What?
Kinthorm,
Kinthorm? I can't hear what. Endthorm.
Empthorm.
Imthorm. Do you want to just type them to me with this
Your,
easier?
your microphone is missing off the first part of the thing you were saying
Yeah.
for some reason. All we got was
Okay,
Egon.
Kenthorm,
Enthorn.
Cairn Thorm,
Aegon,
Oh, right.
Tin's Rest,
Etin's Rest,
Nurlurder.
Nurladir.
Hang on.
Oh dear.
Kettins. I don't know how to spell that one. Kettins Rest.
Etin's
I want
Rest.
to face Ettins.
Ettin's Rest. Aldarth. Aegon. Ettin's Rest. Caerthorm.
Uh,
Oh,
No,
Ettin's Rest. I see it. It's there.
Nurlurder.
Nurladir.
Nurladir?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Nurladir. We've been there. Come on, man. Nurladir.
I've also been to Etton's Rest.
Yeah. Oh, well, I haven't, but you have. Yeah.
Listen, I have
1,
been
2,
sober
3,
for
4,
a
5.
quarter of this campaign.
One more. There's one missing. What's the other one?
Crag
That's what we're
Helder?
going to.
Helder?
What?
Where are we going? Crag something?
Oh, Port Dunswater.
Oh, I've
Got
got, I found a piece of paper that said, Crag Helder.
Okay, so that's 6. So there's obviously a 7th.
So there's 7.
Yeah, so Dalen found the 7th one when he looked at it.
Oh. Elder? I don't know how to. Okay, yeah. And this was the ones. This was the locations in the letter, right?
That's what I found.
Was this the map or the letter?
That was the letter.
Better.
I've got the map here.
What's on the map?
I'll
I
spread
mean,
that.
oh, you found a map?
I'll spread the map out.
I'm going to game. Okay, yeah.
I'll spread the map out on the ground. Point it out to her. We've got 6 locations currently on this map, but we can't tell where the locations are. We don't know
What?
which areas.
What are they? Can I? What do I see on the map, Martin?
Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. On the map, you see it's a map with no distinctions. There is landmass, but there's no features to it. The only other features apart from landmass you can see are these 6 symbols. All the symbols are a slight variation on the same symbol. Can you give me an intelligence roll, a check, please?
Oh dear. Straight intelligence.
You can add your
6.
proficiency to this.
20. Dirty 20.
20. Okay. I'm just gonna write something. Right, just give me a sec.
Okay.
Dumbasses.
Dumbass. Dumbass. You're a dumbass.
I had to have rolled pretty much a 20 for that. To get that.
To get a dirty 20, you needed to roll a 20.
Yeah, because I have nothing in intelligence.
I mean, you get your proficiency, he said.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would need.
Which are a slight variation of.
I've just messaged you.
Oh. Okay, cool. Thanks. Presumably they're a slight variation of the Maelstrom's logo. Okay, anyone recognise this symbol?
Do we actually recognise the symbols? Or any of them?
Do any of them match the symbol on the chain that I got?
If you are...
He waves. Do they match this?
Are you taking it and comparing?
Yes.
Okay. Because you got them right in front, right next to each other, I can't really make you roll for it, so I'm not going to make you roll for it. You think there's definitely similarities in some of the edging and some of the angling used in the metalwork. But it's hard to tell. Give me an intelligence check from you.
I will go. Yeah, I can give you one. It might not work. Am I adding my proficiency?
Yes.
Good, because that makes.
Do I see the necklace in his hand?
15.
Give me a perception check.
It's the best I can do. Well, quite.
That's a natural 20. Great.
I was going to say you wouldn't need a perception check because I've got it here. But
It depends on
That's
just so she can see what it is on the pendant. Depends on what you're.
okay, so I only rolled a 15.
With that and the fact that you've got the two pieces of evidence in front of you, you think there's definitely a link somewhere.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 20, Martin.
Okay. Yes, you do see it. You do see as he holds it up, and you can see it, the moonlight dancing off of it.
Where did you get that, Ogre?
Well, this is the thing. This pendant was due to go to the daughter of one of the knight, because from the paperwork that we managed to ascertain, there seems to be a representative of each career. So there's I've forgotten what the exact wording was, but there's a knight, there's a champion,
High knight, high champion.
There's a barbarian, there's a bard. I presume there's a high source. There's definitely there was a necromancer. Was there a high druid? Or a high wizard?
The high wizard. Did they not lose him on Amonkhet? Is that not what we overheard? Did they not say they lost him?
He's in a different plane. Yeah.
Yeah, they lost him. They must have lost him on Amonkhet because we killed Maelstrom people. Well, he got sucked into another plane.
Right.
The
That
Night
doesn't mean he's
Serpent.
dead. It just means he's sucked into.
He got sucked into another plane by the Night Serpent. He's dead.
He's suffering.
Point of order.
Good.
He had his life essence removed from his body, and his lifeless husk was left on the floor.
That doesn't mean he's dead. It just means his
No,
body and
he's
soul
dead.
have been separated.
Very true point.
Most people consider that dead.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah,
He's
but
on
this is-
Amonkhet. The dead come back.
I mean, Lucian, look at you. You were somewhat dead, had another person in you, came back after they went on to death, so it's a clusterfuck of whatever it is.
Yeah, it is.
What's everyone's natural perception?
15.
16.
12.
Okay. Continue discussion.
Yeah, right. So
Don't notice
this
the crack
pendant is the
Shit.
was
The ship's back, guys. Sorry.
man Moby Dick all over. So, and my character goes, this pendant was due to go to the daughter of the knight, but it was passed to the bard for safekeeping. Don't know why. Doesn't specify why. It just says. So we know the knight has a daughter, we believe these people are also quite famous, or
how?
quite well known by their careers. So a knight, none of these people are low born. I think they're all either highborn or famous through their careers. Because they're good at what they do.
Mhm.
Which means that, well, so they're all hiding in plain sight as well, so it's going to be harder to get to them.
Well, this is why I want to wear this. He points to the necklace. So that will provoke an action. We just got to be careful where that action comes from and how we react to it.
I don't think wearing that is a good idea, Ogre.
I think it's bloody fantastic.
I think you should continue wearing it.
If we don't wear it, how do we use it?
What did you say, Michael?
I think Ogar should continue wearing it.
Well, wasn't one of the discussions we had earlier about finding out who actually made the pendant?
Exactly.
You don't need to wear it to find that out.
Yeah, but that...
Now, I agree with Nemea, but Nemea, why don't you think it's a good idea?
Well, it's the Order of the Maelstrom, isn't it? It's what the symbol represents. Like, how is people going to react if we walk around with one of us wearing that?
But the Order of the Maelstrom is not an organisation that is well known. It's not a case that everyone goes, "Oh, that's an evil organisation. You're evil." People don't know about the Order of the Maelstrom. Because if they did,
okay. I was under the impression that they
people
did.
would.
I will
No.
actually disagree with you on that one, because when we killed the Guardian and the Underbarons, the guy who was with us recognised the healer, and he freaked out when he seen the healer. Did.
Yeah, because he recognised the individual, not the organisation he was in.
Ogre, do you mind if I have a look at the pendant?
I passed the pendant over. You're free to have a look at it. I mean, if you don't want me to wear it, I won't wear it. But to be honest, just finding out who made it is not going to get us anywhere. I don't think, because I think if someone made me something like this and I wanted to keep it secret, that person would be dead.
Not unless he worked for them.
No. He would be dead. I would have him killed. I would not allow him to live. Because I don't want this traced back to me. If this is supposed to be a secret, I don't want it traced, I'll kill him. Player talk, if you've read any books where people create things and they don't want it to come back to them, generally they will kill the creator if they're physically able. And if it's just a craftsman we were dealing with, even a popular one, even a powerful one.
Look at the pendant and kind of like rotate it and feel it and stuff, and just sort of say, you know, this looks and feels quite old. Like, do we really think we're going to be able to find whoever created it?
I think we're kind of
I mean, Aurelius is, what, a couple hundred years old? And he was human.
We reckon he was about 400 maybe older.
400 years old, but 400 years. But you've got to remember.
Hold the pendant up, but look at it. Surely, like, it looks much older than that.
It is much older than that, and the craftsman.
I have a look.
And it is done by a famous craftsman or an artisan. Then people are going to know, because if he's well known, people are going to know. Okay, that looks like the style of such and such, and then we can go back and we can go, okay. But there is a chance that everybody, all these people, have an immortality of some description. So they could be very old. I mean, one has a daughter, so that does imply possibly not. But at the same time, we don't know how old that pendant is. So that daughter could now be the knight. It's hereditary. If not, well, then somebody else completely different.
Does anyone object to me just putting it in my pocket? Safeguarding it.
Doesn't bother me.
Those are not opposed.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mind looking after it either, but I just don't think we should wear it.
I really think we should.
Okay. Pocket it in my pouch.
In your nut sack. Okay.
Sack la nut. Ball sack.
Okay.
Either way, back to what we were talking before we just got into the necklace. What can you make out of this map in the mail?
The map. That's the one that just has the symbols on.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Has anybody sat down and tried to work out like where the countries are and
No,
where the
not
symbols
yet.
are?
We've
had
only
a
quite
brief-
literally just found it.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
had a brief go at it, but nothing major.
I'm not very skilled in maps and directions and stuff. Is anyone any good? I can give you a hand and try and work it out, but I'm not proficient in survival.
I'm
What's the
decent. I'm just not proficient.
Well,
I'm proficient in survival, but I have no experience on the sea.
yeah, I'd say.
Pull me back on land, sure.
Well,
But it's about map
it's
reading,
map-
not really about.
yeah. Is it the map of the whole of Iberath or just the NT Isles that we can work
By
out?
the look of it, you're intelligent enough to know this is not just the empty Isles. This is a map of a larger landmass. It could roughly be Iberath, maybe. With your proficiency in survival, Lucian, I'd say that accounts to more as in surviving off the land, finding landmarks around you, picking up tracks,
that's
etc. Map reading, I wouldn't say it does. If anyone was going to be close enough to this, it would probably be Dalen. Would have some form of experience with cartography. So if the mayor was to support you, I would allow you to roll for initiative roll for initiative. But
That's a mimic.
you can roll an investigation on the map with Namir helping you to give you advantage.
Investigation.
Investigation.
Can I place
that's
another
not
map
bad.
of Ibris down next to it, just to help out as well?
I mean,
Uh,
yeah.
We
We've
try
got
and
advantage,
overlay
I
them
guess.
if we can. Hold them up to the sun and sort of try and overlay them.
I
but
think
it's
it's night time, but yeah.
It's 19, the
18.
moon is out. An 18, okay. As you're looking at the map, and Bass puts your group's map of Iberath, where you've been marking cities down and trails and places not to go, the land masses do look similar with that comparison. And you do deduce that this is almost like what appears to be some form of a purposely blank map of Iberath. And as you're moving about with that roll of 18, that's all you can really get from that investigation.
And can we see the island of Aurelius Folly on this map?
No. You see, from determining that the landmass on the map is Iberath, you don't see any familiar detail in any particular portion. So there's no tower marked on it. There's not even like ocean waves to symbolise water on it at all. It has been purposely left as basic as possible, this map. An 18
We'll try
just won't cut it.
something with it later.
What we could do is go to a cartographer and say, can you give us the transparency of this so we can overlay and see if we can find out any of these? There should be one about.
We could theoretically just do that ourselves if we have a light source during the day.
I mean, I can get a light source now.
If we want to give it a go and try and risk it, then I'm willing to help out.
Well, I'll tell you what, if two people hold the map and then overlay it, they hold both maps over each other,
Yeah.
then we can have the light source behind it, then the rest of you can just look at it and go, this is it, this is not. So I'll hold
happy
one
to
portion
hold
of
a
the map.
Yeah.
I'll hold the other
So-
side.
Right.
So
I'll take my dagger and I'll cast light on it, and I'll just kind of hold it behind the
I'll tell you what,
maps.
I'll hold it behind because you're the one that's going to be doing the reviewing. So I'll hold it behind,
Yeah.
and I'll sort of move it around so you can maybe see between the two maps.
Okay. If you are doing that, I will let you roll again with advantage again. Because there's 3 of you, you don't get double advantage.
I'm in.
Right, this time is a natural 20, 22.
Okay. As you're looking at the map and you see Ogar running the dagger around it across the edges and be quite systematic in his thoroughness of lighting it up, and you do see, yes, the land masses do marry up, and where you've marked cities you've been to on your map, you do see that some of these symbols do marry up. So Nurladir marries up. What you know of Port Dunswater marries up. So on and so forth. Haldarth marries up. As he is passing the dagger past the top left corner, it's only very fleeting, but you do see a little bit of writing appear for a second, just a split second, as the dagger passed by, and it's gone. Just a hint of writing, and then the dagger's moved away.
Wait, go back. Like, I'll put my finger on the paper, like right here.
Okay, I'll hold it behind, right there.
As he moves the dagger back, you do see writing. What languages do you know?
Draconic and common.
Yeah, you don't know what this means.
Anyone?
Is it Orc?
We can't see.
Or yeah, I mean he has just pointed to us. I've got. Can I look and see if I recognise it as well?
Yeah, you can all look. What language does everyone know?
Common and Druidic.
Common, Draconic, and Orc.
Common and
Common.
Elven.
Infernal, Elvish, and Amonkhettian.
I'm just looking down my list. Okay. All of those languages listed that you just said don't make sense of it.
Okay, so we will keep track of that, and we'll try to find someone that can read it. Or someone that can figure out what it says.
Well, if you take a note of it, then we could theoretically show part of it to someone, so that we can figure out if they understand it, and don't show it all.
I mean, Ogar, you're probably the best writer at different language, weird script things. Do you want to try copying that down?
I will try and make a copy of what I see.
Okay. You do swap places with someone who's not holding the map, so they can hold the dagger with the light, and you can write it down. What you're doing does draw some interest from a couple of crew members as they wander over. Hey, what are you doing?
Tracing a map and trying to find location on a map.
Oh, right. Looks really interesting. Mind if we help? Can we?
Do you,
Why don't you guys come with me and show me these different songs that you have on this ship? What are they called? Chanties?
well, hang on. Do you recognise this language? And I bring up the wording.
That's some fancy Elvish. It's too jagged. Look, it's gotta be. Well, what are those horned people? Hell speak. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but The hell speak they speak? No,
He
infernal.
glares at him a little bit.
Infernal, yeah, infernal.
She
No,
glares at
no.
him a little bit, and her eyes like flare red.
Make an intimidation check.
Intimidation. 16.
Yeah. He kind of like looks. He definitely avoids eye contact with you. I'm sorry, sir. I don't think we recognize this.
Well, either way, you can help me. Come on,
Oh.
guys. Let's get below deck. You guys show me how people party on a ship.
Well, it's not our watch, so I suppose, yeah. Follow me. And they head down below deck.
Anyone else got a bad feeling about this?
As long as no one's thrown overboard, it's fine.
Okay. After a few minutes, you do
5
hear
minutes
some
later.
muffled singing coming from below deck.
Is it like awful, or does it sound good?
Oh, it sounds awful. It's absolutely tragic.
Possibility.
Oh, there you are on the deck of the ship. Night sky. Course has been set. And it's starting to get late. Are you turning in?
Did we? Sorry, how far did we get with that map? Did we work out if they're like which countries they're in roughly, or?
Well, like I said,
Worked out.
with that roll, that second roll for the investigation into the map,
Yeah.
you worked out that those 6 symbols match up. Out of those 6 symbols, the capital cities you've been to and you've marked on your map, the party's map, they match up.
Right.
So Dalian has deduced that the logic will dictate that the others must mark other sites of capitals.
Okay.
So if you're looking at your map, the capitals you've been to is Haldarth, capital of the Infernal Lands, Calcaldea, in the desert of Iralas you've been to, Nurladir you've been to. Where's my map? I'll bring up my map. Where's my map?
These are the ones from the map, not the letter. Is that right?
No, the letters naming these guys, these areas as well.
Yeah.
We've
Oh,
also been
so we
to
think
Ettin's-
they're just the
yeah.
same.
Yeah, we've also been to Ettin's Rest.
Yeah, Ettendrass you've been to.
Haldarth, Ettin's Rest, Nerdalir, Port Dunswater we're on the way to.
Crag Hellider you've been
Oldir.
to.
And then I'm going to butcher these ones. Aegon and Carnthorum.
Thegon is
Thegon.
Thegon. Thegon.
Oh, Thegon, sorry. Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay, yep.
Which you know anyway.
Yep.
So yeah, there's 6. So you know Haldarth, you know Ettin's Rest, Calcaldea, Nurladir, Thegon. You'll recognise where it is, but it's not noted on the group's map. And thanks to Dalen, you know Port Dunswater. But the other 2 symbols, you don't recognise where they are.
Did you say one of them is Haldarth? Would I know that?
Yes, I did say that.
Is that one? Sorry, I'm very confused now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 there. Do we know those 7 and there are a further 2?
Not
Or-
all of them. No, out of the ones you know, I'm just doing a quick count in my
Sorry.
head. Is
Right,
Port Dunswater,
apologies. Yep,
Crag Hellider,
yep.
Haldarth,
Haldarth,
Ettin's Rest,
Ettin's Rest.
Calcaldea,
Mhm.
Thegon,
Yeah.
and Nurladir. Oh yeah, it's 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. Right, got it. I'm with you. But there are how many more on the map that we don't know where they are?
No, that's it. There's 7 symbols. So thanks to individual knowledge and travel, you've all figured out where all 7 symbols
Right,
point to.
I'm with you. Okay, cool. Sorry, I don't know why my brain could not wrap around that. Okay, good. Okay, I guess I don't know. We'll just carry on to Port Dunswater.
Well,
Okay.
let's turn in for tonight since it's getting pretty late.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay up for a little while. Just keep watch of everything. Join in if I need to. I'll head to sleep soon.
I will probably try and find somewhere on deck to camp out unless it rains, and then if it rains, I will go below deck.
If that's what you want to do, fine. So, night comes, and you all eventually will find sleep. And the weather holds off, and the deck is kept dry, and you don't feel the need to find shelter below deck. Ogar, as you
Hello.
sleep soundly, you feel yourself rocking in your hammock from side to side, and that oscillation slowly turns into a bit more of a gentle jostle, and the soft hammock is replaced with the feeling of hard wood beneath you. You open your eyes and you look up, and all you see above you is an overcast sky. You sit up and you find yourself lying on the belly of this same rowboat you recognise from a previous dream, on a still sea, drifting towards an island shore. And the boat makes contact with the island. There's no one around. The sea remains calm. What are you doing?
So, well, how close am I to an island? Have I actually pulled up to the
The
island?
boat has beached itself gently and
Okay.
not at any sort of disturbance.
Okay, I will hop out the boat.
Okay. The
and
sand
I
is
will
soft
pull-
and warm beneath your toes.
Nice. I will pull said boat up the beach
You do so with ease.
just in case I. Yeah, so and then I sort of take a look around. I don't recognise this island.
No, it feels welcoming. As alien and strange as it is to you, it does feel welcoming as you look at the lush green trees that marry the yellow golden sand. You do see movement in between the trees. You see a figure walking away from the beach.
Okay. I'm going to call out after that figure and say, "Hey, stop!" and start move off after it. I'm not going to be threatening or sprinting after it. I'm going to say, "Hey, come back."
The figure doesn't seem to acknowledge your presence, but carries on. And you walk after this figure, and the soft sand replaced by comfortable grass and roots of trees as you start to move through the undergrowth of this lush, verdant forest. After some time, you lose track of this figure. And then another 5-10 minutes seem to pass. Eventually, the undergrowth gives way to this beautiful, still, almost mirror clear lake that stretches for around about, you think, maybe up to 1,000 feet one direction, maybe 550 feet across. as you're scanning this idealistic visage, you do see down a small hill, a small shack with a single chimney, a cloud of steam coming off, or smoke, and a jetty out into the lake. And you see that figure walking down the jetty and sitting at the end.
Okay, well, I'll head over. I won't be quiet. I won't be sneaking. I'll be saying, hello? Hello?
Your
And I'm gonna
voice
give him a wave, and
seems
I'm
to
gonna move.
carry in this area, and you can hear it echoing in the trees around. As you walk closer, you do notice that this other person is dressed in very simple garments, with a straw hat over its head. And as you get to the jetty, you see this beautifully stained and varnished wooden foundation and almost like a deep mahogany finish to it, beautifully carved. As you walk out to the jetty, you notice that this individual has a dragon's tail, a dragonborn of some description. And you get closer and closer until you're standing next to said person. You can see has got cast a fishing rod and just sat there.
Okay, well, I'm not getting that. I'll say, hello. Hello, sir. How's it going? Where am I? What island is the name? What's the name of this island?
It's about time you joined me. Been waiting for you.
Is that a familiar voice?
No,
Oh, okay, that's a good sign.
it's
That's the
a very tired voice. Very aged, want of a better word. And as you hear he says that to you, he reaches the other side of him and he picks up a second fishing pole and offers it up to you.
I shall take said fishing pole. I have survival, so I know how to use it.
Give me a survival roll as you cast.
Ooh, not too bad. 18.
18. It's a decent cast off, and a single ripple leaves this otherwise still water. And you sit and you dangle your feet into the water, and the water is warm and beautifully oh wow, beautifully comfortable to your feet, and the sores and the aches that you've had in your trials and tribulations lately just seem to almost melt away through your feet, leaving your body completely as you sit and you breathe. Probably one of the first relaxed sighs you've breathed in a long time. Oh, you finally managed to make your way here. Well, some journeys are shorter than others, I suppose.
So I don't know this individual at all then.
As you look, we can see is side on under the straw hat is, you can definitely confirm it is a dragonborn, a blue dragonborn. But you can see the scales, the skin around the mouth has started to sag, and the teeth are going slightly yellow and broken in places. You can see the jowls and the underhang are really starting to sag and let go at this point. This is a dragonborn who is close to the end.
Okay. So, well. Hi. It's good to meet you. I've got no idea who you are. But yes, I've got here. So,
Yeah.
would you like to explain where here is, please?
Here is where you need to be. And I am... You can call me the fisherman. And I am where
Okay.
I need to be. It's taken you a long time to get here. Took me for longer still. Something tells me today's the day that we're gonna land that catch.
Okay, well.
It's only after a storm do the fish really know when to bite.
Definitely be a few of those. So, certainly a nice place.
It's what you make it, I
Somewhat-
suppose.
Well, it's the kind of place you want to retire to when you sort of move on.
Well,
Um,
I wouldn't know, but someone had the right idea. And they made this place.
right. So, so you're a visitor to this place as well, then?
I'm more of a bookend. I wouldn't say I'm visiting. I'm here to see something new begin. I'm just waiting.
So, a bookend is generally used to hold things in place.
Without them,
So,
all you have on your shelf is chaos.
right. So, you're here to obviously. So you're one end of the bookend shelf, the starting bookshelf, to wait for something new. Do you know what this new thing is you're waiting for?
He jangles and recasts his line. I think I'll know it when I see it. Just like these things, you just gotta wait.
I will do the same.
So what
Mine's
brings you
a
here?
10, but it's not so good that. I have no idea. I'm not even sure where here is. So, I've sort of been on a mission.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What kind of mission?
very important. And a mission so important I can't possibly fail it. If I fail it, the end of everything I love.
That does sound rather exhausting.
Oh, it certainly is. But it needs to be done.
Does it though?
Yes, I'm afraid it does. Which, though I have really interest in, I would have no interest were I not. Particularly important part of it. There are people and things acting against the place where I live, want to ruin it. Really have to stop them ruining it. What would you? Wouldn't you want to stop somebody who was ruining something that you had?
There was a time. I would have gladly fought with such fierceness as you. Those days are long gone. Now I make my time count where I can.
Oh,
Because that's how you change things. You do what you can.
and that is, well, you're doing what you can by sitting here and waiting.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for something. But I'll know it when I see it.
Okay. Would it be something you're looking to catch? Possibly.
He smiles. He gives you like a half look. No. Yeah, that's the trick. He's not trying to catch the fish. He's waiting for it to give up. And with that, he flicks his rod back with no particular force. And as the line comes back, there is a massive, probably 2 foot long trout of iridescent colours on the end of it, fat and healthy. You see? Patience. Time and understanding.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that doesn't always. Time is not always on our side.
See,
Sometimes.
that's the funny thing about time. It's always there, but there's never enough of it sometimes.
Yes.
And I hope you find what you're looking for.
Okay.
And he stands up and he hooks 2 fingers, 2 of these gnarled, long, weathered fingers through the gills of the fish and up through the mouth, and hooks it over his shoulder, rod on the other shoulder, and starts to walk off back toward the hut. You know, I would offer you to stay and have a bite, but I don't think it's the right time.
Okay.
And he smiles at you and carries on walking towards the hut. And as you turn to look back at the ocean, back at the lake, as you turn, you're looking at the ceiling above your hammock.
Weird at all.
And morning has come. And you see the crew rousing the different states as they get on that music yet. That's not yet. As they start to go about their
We got cabin fever.
daily duties. Dalen, you are summoned to the captain's quarters. Rasidog Marley says, "Aye, lad, you ready to chart the next leg of the journey for us? Could you
Ready to
roll
go?
a d20 for me?"
Oh, a D20 this time.
Yes.
Can I sit on
any
deck and play
bonuses?
some...
What was
Sorry.
that, Nemea?
Sorry, I was going to say, can I sit on deck and just play, like, gently on my lute, like, some sea shanties that I know?
Yes, I'll allow you to do that.
Thanks.
And what did you get, Dalen?
Do I add anything to it or just the D20 roll?
Just straight d20?
11.
11. Can you roll the d20 again for me, please?
Yes, I can. 6.
As you're journeying along, the day passes uneventfully until you get to around about the middle afternoon. A fog bank starts to roll in. Fairly moderately thick. The ship's speed is slowed, and captain calls to quarters, and the crew ready themselves at their different posts. Who's on deck? 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4.
I'm sitting on the bowsprit.
Okay. You sit. Of course you are. Okay. Can I make you 4 make a perception check, please? And then the nat 20.
Natural 20, 25.
Okay.
Non-natural 20, 26.
Fuck you.
Sorry, bud.
Just a normal 18.
Okay. Fast.
That's Susan.
I forgot there was a crate there and went face planting.
Curse of Jimmy strikes again. Okay. So for
Bast is having a lot of trouble with perception.
I really am, I did.
you all see this, apart from Bast and Ogar, who's low decks.
Yep.
But through the fog, you start to see the outcroppings of a rocky shoreline, and you can see the ship is starting to steer away from it, keeping at bay. And you start to see broken masts, ruptured hulls, shattered sails strewn in the rocks. And you see in the fog silhouettes. You can hear faintly drifting through the fog shouts for help, help us, help, as people are waving from the shore. For the 26 and the 25, something about this does not seem right. You can see some of the crew like, no, we need to help them. No, come on, let's turn. And they start running for the ship wheel. Start trying to turn for a mooring position.
Dalen will not let them.
So what are you doing to
I
stop
will.
it?
If they touch it, I'm putting my hand on it and holding it the opposite way.
Get off, we need to help them.
Buddy, there's no helping them anymore.
What do you mean, What do you mean not helping them anymore?
Most likely, those aren't people.
Can I, Martin?
I don't trust that.
Yes?
I run up to the crow's nest.
I've got one of my abilities, Counter Charm. As an action, you can start a performance that lasts until the end of my next turn. During that time, me and any friendly creatures within 30 feet of me have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. Would you allow me to kind of expend one of my uses of Bardic Inspiration to use this to try and help them see through it?
Because it's not a charm effect,
Yeah.
I could let you do it, but it would be useless. It wouldn't have any real effect to it. I wouldn't change the current scenario.
Okay.
I'll give you a chance to do something else if you want to do something else. While Dalen is holding the wheel and telling these guys, we're not changing course. Is there anything you want to do?
How many of them are trying to?
2. You see 2 crew members are trying to.
Two crew members.
Yeah.
Can I cast sleep at second level on them?
Yeah, you can go ahead and cast sleep. That's a willpower save, is it?
So I would like to move up to these 2 people first.
Okay.
And it's I have to roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range. Oh, okay. So I'll just choose a point between them. Are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. So you start with the lowest, take their hit points off the total, and they fall asleep. Then you move on to the next one, take their hit points off the total, and they fall asleep.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, go for it then.
Okay. So I'm rolling 5 normally, but because I'm doing it at second level, I'm doing 7. Oh, brain, maths. 34, 42, 47
47 hit
hit
points.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, they both close their eyes and very slowly and gently curl up on the deck next to the ship wheel.
Okay. I would just move over and kind of stand next to them and just kind of keep an eye out for anyone else who looks like they're going to try and dive off and shout to the others and say, "There's something wrong with that. Don't go over there."
Lucian, by the time you get to the crow's nest, what are you doing?
I shout down to Dalen. Are you certain there's something wrong with that?
Well, let me try something. And I walk to the edge. How close are these silhouettes of people?
They're around about 80 feet away.
80 feet.
The sleep's duration is 1 minute. Sorry, just to be clear.
Or damage, isn't it?
Yeah. 80 feet. How far can I do? I'm trying to see if I can do my curse of my blood curse of the marked. Within 30 feet. Too far. I'll use a meta magic point to cast light.
I just need to know what do you think it might be?
Either Souls of the Damned or something that wants us to crash
Yeah.
our boat and become one of them.
Can you see all the jagged rocks in the water? Like, it's not... Something's wrong. That's not...
And you could see the jagged rocks, Lucian.
Yeah. And to the side of the boat, so it's not impeding vision. If I see one of the rocks, I'm casting Distant Spell and lighting it up a bit. Does it change anything?
How far does that work?
I can cast it 30 feet away, and then light is a 20-foot bright, 20-foot dim, so an extra 40.
And whereabouts are you casting this?
As far out as I can on a rock.
Okay. You cast it on a rock, and you can see that the rock. Anyone that's looking, Bash, you will be able to see this now quite clearly. That the rock itself isn't so much rock as it's more like a chitinous or chitinous sort of material, and it has a soft movement to it as well. And as you're passing, you can all have a better look as the light. Can you move the light?
I can, if I cast it again, but no.
Okay.
It's stuck on that object, so if it moves, it moves.
Now that he's shown you that the rocks are not exactly rocks, you look again at these figures, and you can't really make any details out about them, but all you can see is the very slow, same movement over and over.
Yeah, no. That's
My
not appealing.
My character's going to come up on deck at this point and say, "Oh, what's going on?"
Make a perception check.
Oh, I can make... Because I'm so awesome at perception with my +2. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's a 19.
19.
It's not bad.
Again, just like Lucian, you do see these figures shouting for help, waving from this broken rock ridge reef that you can see. You can see broken ships galore and sails that have been torn and masts that have been splintered. And
Okay.
you see Dalen steering the ship away from the reef with Nemea helping him. Stood over two sailors currently asleep on the top deck.
while I'm in the crow's nest, I'm going to do. I'm going to not rage shift, but I'm going to wild hunt shift. My racial ability.
Mhm.
So I sort of don't fully transform, but there are a lot of
More Wolfman than Werewolf.
canine. Yes, Wolfman, and which gives me advantage. It basically puts me in hunter vision mode because it gives me advantage on all wisdom checks and saves and that. I'm
Right.
sort of looking out, using all the senses to sort of try and see beyond waving. Like, is the whole thing a creature? Is this an illusion? That kind of thing. I'm trying to
Give me
get the
a
scent, give a look.
give me an investigation check then.
I'm going to sort of maybe potentially end this rather up. I'm going to take a firebolt, and I'm going to launch it not at the people, but
Help us,
say
help us.
between them. And I'm going to launch the firebolt to see what happens because it's within range. They're only 80 odd feet away, so
Yeah.
I launch the firebolt, and what happens when it gets?
Did you pick investigation because that isn't a wisdom?
Yes, yes, he did.
It doesn't matter because dirty 20.
30-20. You can't really trust your eyes with this, so instead you rely on your more primal instinct. So you smelling the air, you know people have a certain musk to them, a certain hue. And even from this distance, you can smell Nemea's scent, Bast's scent, Dalen's scent, Ogar's scent, even Sea Dog Marley's scent. They all have their own individual uniqueness to them, but they all carry that same tone that separates them as a species. And you're not getting that from across the way. All you're getting is this sour and salty, like almost makes the back of your throat retch and close and twitch and spasm, like almost like a rotten fish, fermented and acidic at the same time. It smells foul.
Dylan, get us out of here, quick.
Working on it.
Ogar, if you can roll me an attack, a spell attack for your firebolt. I know where you're aiming. I just want to know just how good that the hit is.
I'm good at how accurate it is.
Yeah.
I'm awesome. It's going to be fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20, bitches.
Noise.
Please.
You pull a 360
20.
20 what?
Great, man.
Are you pissed off? The
27,
Leviathan.
29.
29 in total. Nice. You pull a 360 no scope, letting off the finger with a firebolt, and it goes exactly where you deemed it to go. Straight between two of these figures. Neither of them react.
All right, okay. I'm like, bruh, you're entirely correct. Let's get the fuck out of here, because, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Dalen, make a navigation check, please. This will be survival,
Okay, so
because navigation is not an actual skill.
I'm adding my wisdom.
Yes.
Because the boat don't have wisdom.
No, the boat don't have wisdom.
For 21.
21. Okay.
Good enough to GTFO.
It's enough for you to change course and clear the rest of this hazardous reef area. And eventually you come out of the fog bank the other side. And again, the skies clear up for you. But in having to change course and alter your way through the feeding ground of whatever that was. I'll talk about it. I can't tell you what it was.
Nearly
sorry.
said it.
I
Nearly said it.
I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to leave it a secret. You have lost.
Notice the fog chasing you.
you have lost it. You unfortunately have lost a day's travel.
Okay.
You have the rest of the day to do something if you wish to do anything.
Does anyone know what that was? Because whatever it wasn't great.
Nope,
But-
I don't. Let's just put it behind us.
I heard this one saying before, there's always a bigger fish, and that was probably a giant fucking fish.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Want to see what's bigger than that then?
I don't.
I
You
do.
don't.
I do. I really do. I'm that much of a masochist. I really want to see it. Maybe I shouldn't, but I really want to see it.
Okay.
But no, no. My character is going to just, if we have a free day, my character is just going to spend his time. He will ask the captain and the crew about this port we're going, to see if there's any useful tidbits he can learn, because
What, you want to talk to Cedo Marley and the crew about
Port Dunswater.
Fort Dunswater?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. You find the captain. He's always in and around the captain's quarters, and around that area. So, by all means, if you want to talk to him.
Yes, I do. I will go over and I will greet the man. Hello, Captain. Got some questions for you. If you wouldn't mind indulging me.
Aye, my scaly friend. What can I help you with today?
Well, this place we're going to, this port, I presume it's some sort of pirate place?
We don't like to use labels like that, but it's more like sailors of opportunity.
Right, so it's a free port then.
Aye,
Right, yes.
as it was
okay.
laid down and established under the first pirate king.
Right. Right. Buccaneered. Yes.
Aye.
Well, no, that's cool. I presume there are some craftsmen in this place, yes?
It depends what sort of craftsman you're after. If you're after someone to hammer you together some armor or sharpen your sword, then the people you want to be talking to are the brothers Olin and Allen. They run the forge Arms of Steel. Good workers. Aye, slightly sarcastic, but if you can look past that, they're good men.
If we were looking more for an artisan's touch, someone who might be able to identify a piece of jewellery, or at least identify a style, presume there would be somebody who would, perhaps a valuer, who might be able to tell us about.
They,
He disappeared on everyone else's screen.
his camera's looking at the ceiling. That's why.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting a drink.
How dare you?
Yes, I know. Terrible.
If you want something to look at something a bit more finicky,
Yes.
then
Yes. So
you're gonna need to go to Finnegan's Finery. He'll probably be able to help you. If he can't do it, then he'll know someone who can.
okay, that's useful. Have you got any advice with regard to dealing with the law, or whatever passes for law?
Yeah. If you don't know the pirate code, I suggest you learn it quick.
Could you give me some pointers? Pointers as to what the pirate code is?
If you're gonna steal, don't get caught. That's one. If you're gonna kill, make sure it's for a damn good reason. Always obey
Okay.
the lords of the Brethren Court. The court of the king has final say on all matters. And I say it's the court of the king, but it's actually just Master Whip himself.
Did you say Master Whip?
Hey, Master Whip, one of the pirate lords. I mean, Brethren Court lords.
Right. And so his word is the final word in all things.
He's the keeper of histories and the code, and he acts as judge and jury for any disputes when needed, especially between the lords, which there often is.
And how many lords are there?
7 lords in total.
Lord. And this Whip character is the most powerful of the lords?
Yeah, he's just the most neutral, because he doesn't give a shit about the others.
Okay, so he's not a politician vying for power then?
No, I mean, the reason there's only ever been one true pirate king is because every other lord after his passing can't agree on having one individual leader, which is why we now have 7 pirate lords. I remember one time there was 14 pirate lords.
Wow, that must have been a time.
It was, but then someone laid down a challenge by Powder, and the numbers got reduced again.
Challenged by Powder?
Ah, it's a sight to behold. Have you not heard of a challenge by Powder?
No, no.
It is a ship battle to the death. Can only be decreed from one pirate lord to another.
Right.
That's not to say that other pirate lords can't join in. Like I said, if you're going to kill someone, have a damn good reason.
Right. And it doesn't necessarily have to be fair. I think just a damn good reason why.
We don't even have a word for fair in our language.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Thank you very much. Well, the pirates. Yes. I think the more appropriate term is buccaneer, or maybe, well, privateer. Maybe there are plenty of those about. Thank you very much for your help.
Hey.
It's been most educational.
Well, that's what I'm here for. Show you the sights and learn you a thing or two.
Well, that's definitely very useful. Thank you. I'm sure if I have other questions, I will approach future.
And
I will go back.
Make sure that I'm. Oh, he's gone. All right, never mind.
No, it's fine. As well.
Okay.
To all of our colleagues, particularly the barbarian, particularly because he's might inflict violence. Well, I say the word might, but will inflict violence because that's his nature.
Okay. You
I'm
gather
gonna make sure
everyone on the foredeck, where you can find a space to have a little bit of privacy amongst the entire party. You have everyone.
So, yes. So I will. So, ladies and gentlemen, the place where we're going, violent place, horrible place. Dalen's most probably be able to explain a bit more. But I've been speaking to the captain. He's advised me there are not normal laws there. There are 7 pirates. Or sorry, not pirate, because they don't like the term pirate. So that's one thing we're going to have to remember.
Okay.
Because unless we want to start insulting a lot of people very rapidly, which I don't think will be particularly well. Yes. So there's like 7 kings, and there's one neutral party. His name is Whip, and he adjudicates between pretty much everybody. So I think if we need to go to anybody, this Whip gentleman could be the one we go to. There are plenty of places to go with regard to weapons and armor. there is one place in particular we'll need to go if we want. Perhaps we can identify Farley's, I think it was, but I can always go back. We can always go back and check that. Who might be able to identify the chain and necklace and whatever. But other than that, the rules are quite simple. If you're going to kill somebody, make sure there's a damn good reason.
That sounds like some good whole world advice, to be honest.
Well, yes. Yes. Don't annoy the pirate lords, because that again.
Also,
they're
don't
the
call them
boss.
pirate lords.
Yes, don't call them pirate. But yeah, don't annoy them because, well, in the end, their word is law.
Oh, bad guys.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, they might not really care about us very much.
Well,
Because
can I
realistically, who
one
are we to them?
teeny
We're
little
just
thing?
people.
Every time we've ended up in a
But
city,
you never know. One of the people we're looking for is obviously here, so it may be a case that you may even be the whip. You never know. Can never.
What were you saying,
But
Bass?
yes,
I was going to say
can't hear
that.
that.
Can you not? Can everybody else hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
It's just Olga. Oh well, fine.
I can't hear Bast at all.
Every time we've ended up in a city, whoever's in charge of it has come looking for us, no matter what. Even
That
when
is
we've
true.
tried to avoid them, even when we've tried to avoid them.
Did you hear that, Olga?
No.
She said, every time we've ended up in a city, whoever's in charge has ended up coming looking for us, even if we've been trying to avoid them.
Well, remember, a lot of the time, those people have been told that we're coming.
True.
I don't think necessarily the same is true of the pirates, and even if they are told, they'll be like, "Who the fuck are these people? Piss off!"
We didn't tell the people from the desert areas we
I mean,
were coming.
Whip
We showed up.
Seems quite an intelligent soul, so he might be
I
interested. He
mean,
might
anyway, yeah. What other rules did the captain say about?
not. Well, other
Don't
than
piss them off,
that,
don't call them pirates, don't kill anyone
Yeah.
unless you've got a good reason.
and that was about it, really.
Okay.
And
I
if
mean,
you
it was-
steal, don't get caught.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
to be honest, that's sort of again real world advice, really.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
How far are we from the port now?
Well, we lost a day trying to get away from that thing,
Mm,
so we're still a few days out.
okay.
Is there anything else you wish to do for the rest of the day? It's getting to early evening by this point.
Stay up here for a sec. I go down below deck to pick up a cask of rum and 2 mugs.
Okay. You collect said rum and cups.
As I've got cask under one arm, the 2 mugs, I walk past Bass. Come on, join me at the bow.
You're short mugs.
Well, I'm assuming he's talking to you, Bast.
Oh, I know he's talking to me, but he's also got 2 mugs in his
Talking to
hand.
me.
There's 5 years.
He doesn't want to
I've
talk to
got
us. He just
some
wants to talk
thinking
to
to
you.
I've got something to do. I'm not drinking right now. If anyone needs me, I'll be up at the crow's nest, and I'm gonna start climbing up.
Before you toddle off, can I have a look at those maps and the pendant and that? I'm just, I don't know,
I don't have-
sit and ponder over them. Whoever's got the items, can I have them?
Well, I don't have them, so.
Lucian has the amulet, and I think either Bast or I would have the maps at this point.
We did specify who had the items.
Most
So,
probably
I'll
you.
carry the maps then, because I like maps. I'll give them to Beth or to Nemea,
Okay.
Thanks.
and then I'm gonna go up to the crow's nest and kind of just look at this note that Alfarius gave me a few times and just think about it.
I'm following Lucian then.
Lucian, can I have the pendant?
No, Lucian.
we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Just give her the pendant. It's not a big deal.
I just want to look at it with the maps.
You give it to me back afterwards.
Sure.
Okay. Hand it over.
I'll just go and find a crate and sit on it and like fold the maps out and sit with it in a very visible place and just like look at the maps and compare the symbols and shit.
Okay.
I'm not a fucking rogue, guys.
Well, the group is missing one, so you could multi-class, I suppose.
You're the bard that sort of like narrows it down to the next one.
The barbarian talking shit right now.
Yeah, and what the fuck can I do about it?
Ogar, what are you up to?
Desperately trying to turn my green round for some reason. I'm also disconnecting because I can't hear Bass. So, well, I'm going to. There's not a lot I can do at the moment, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go and get another good night's sleep. I think, just quite because we need some rest.
Very true. Okay. So, Lucian and Bast, you head to the bow of the ship. The sun is setting. It's a nice evening.
Okay, what was that over in the mayor?
Partially ignoring while I just sort of like figure out how to do the poor thing
God.
into the mugs. Thought it. I take the cap thing off.
You remove the spigot and you just start free pouring.
Pull one, pull the
I'm
other,
going to take a
and
step
down.
back so I don't get covered in rum at this particular point.
There is a bit of a splashback, but not so much.
I hand the mug over and then sit sort of like on the bow.
You start drinking the mug at the mug.
So, how are you doing?
Fine. Don't dodge the question.
Okay. Question for a question. That's fine. I look over to see if the others are within earshot.
Dalen is about 25-30 feet up in the air, in the crow's nest. You can't visibly see him because of the bottom of the crow's nest, fortunately. Ogar is out of sight. He's gone below deck, but you can see Nemea, 30 feet down towards the door that leads below deck, but she's sat off to one side on a barrel with a crate in front of her, the map spread out, just looking, where you can really make out from this distance.
Tomorrow, I intend to have a little chat with our resident bard.
About?
There's some things that just don't add up.
Or any night.
About her. And it's like it's no surprise, you all know. I've died twice.
Yeah, been there for both.
Yeah. And last time I came back, I was in chains for a while, and since then I've been able to see chains on others.
Okay. And I'm gonna take a wild guess. You're seeing a chain around the mayor?
Yes. but not one I think she'll discuss with everyone else about. And I have a feeling it may have something to do with the amulet and that and the water.
And the what? Sorry, you cut out there.
Something to do with the amulet and that, well, the necklace that we got, and the and it was made for the daughter.
Are you trying to suggest to me that she's the daughter of the knight? Because that is one
Can't
hell
hear
of a
anybody.
Can you hear me at all, Matthew?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't hear Bass. I can hear Lucian, but I can't hear. I can't hear anyone. Oh,
Hello?
I can hear Masso. Yeah, so it's Bass. Say something.
1, 2, 3, hello.
If she said something, I can't hear her.
Claire, are you okay just to disconnect and reconnect? See if it clears it on your end.
Yeah, I can do that.
Cheers.
I wonder if Matt's accidentally muted her or something.
Matt, have you muted her by any chance?
No, nope, not as far as I'm aware. I don't even know how
Um,
to mute her.
Yeah, I'll disconnect and come back in
Right,
then.
hopefully
How
that
do I
fixes
mute
it.
her?
I don't know. 'Cause I'm not
Might
looking on the
click
mobile
on her
version.
screen.
yeah.
Do apologise
Yeah,
about this,
no.
guys.
No, yeah, well, no, but
What is?
it's all right. No, it's fine. I'm not muting her because her volume is on max.
Right, try speaking.
Speaking again.
1, 2, 3,
I
hello,
still
Ray.
can't
Can
hear
you hear me?
I'm definitely.
So weird.
That is bizarre.
It's odd that it's just.
I've
Can't
not
hear her
touched
dulcet
any
tones.
of-
Oh no!
There's
Oh
nothing.
no!
Rude.
There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately.
I've not
Oh,
touched
don't
any
worry about it.
settings,
It's fine.
so-
We'll work it out. You can translate for them.
Well, that's good. Right. So, are you trying to suggest to me that she's the daughter of the knight? Because that is one hell of a leap.
I'm not suggesting anything yet. That's why tomorrow I wished to have a little discussion with her.
I remember last time you tried to
I'm
have a
not there.
discussion with somebody,
I am.
it didn't turn out well.
To be fair, last time I had a discussion with somebody, she was one of the people who held me captive.
Give you that one. Okay.
Right, I've answered your question. Speaking of chains, you're wrapped to hell with them. You're not okay. I've seen you. Even the little subtle things, like, you may think I'm just this party-going barbarian who doesn't notice or care about anything else that goes on around him, but you've been drinking a lot more. You've been quieter. You've been more angry. Especially after that last fight. You saw your sister and you were almost in tears.
Then tell me how I'm supposed to react.
How do you feel right now?
Like
Tell
knocking
me
you into
honest.
the ocean.
Knock me into the ocean?
No, no. You asked me how I feel right now. I'm just going to tell you. I feel like knocking into the ocean.
Feel like knocking me into the ocean? Okay. Stand at the edge. That what you really want to do?
I said I feel like it. I never said I'd do it. There's a difference, Lucian.
I know, and that's what I'm trying to show you. At the moment, you feel like doing this, you feel like doing that, but you're just... Your emotions are all over the place, and you're not actually acting full stop. You're just freezing. You. Last time we had this discussion, I'll be honest, I lost control and almost ripped you in half. That's on me. I was new to my own power. What I tried to get across to you then, and what I'm trying to get across to you now, is you need to figure out what outlet you can do. I'm not saying for you to forget your sister. I'm just saying you need to figure out how to channel this. You can make two choices that I can see. You can embrace your sorrow, your anger, your rage at your loss. If that's the case, I can teach you how to channel all this. Or focus it to a narrow funnel. Control it. And while I can't teach you that because that's goes against all my teachings, I can at least show you how to use that little glaive of yours.
See, when he says that, I'm actually going to swing the glaive and try and trip him.
Roll a hit. Or for trip, I should say.
What?
That will be a 27.
Fall overboard.
You're tripping
I'm
over
not
the
gonna
side of the ship.
No, onto deck.
No, I was leaning against it.
Like, with Bath's attack success, she dictated the movement, so she managed to pull you back enough to send you off balance, and then follow through on the movement, until you land on your ass and then hit the back of your head on the deck.
Technically, that's a crit for me as well.
Did you roll a 19? Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She wasn't trying to, because it was a critical, and she wasn't trying to damage you. You won't take it with a bludgeoning damage. But you do have the wind
So
knocked out of you.
As I'm
Now the glaive sitting on your
on
throat.
deck.
You don't know a bloody thing about me, Lucian, or my race, or what I'm suffering. You can't teach someone to deal with the shame and the guilt of what they're dealing with. You can't teach someone to overcome the fear of every day waking up worried that they're going to turn on their friends and kill them. You can't
No?
deal with this. You can't deal with being cursed. This is for me to deal with, not you. Back the fuck off.
You're right.
I'm gonna walk
It
away.
is.
I'm walking away and leaving you.
Rugby tackle you.
That's attack. Go for it. It's attack roll.
Lucian, you're already knocked on your ass.
No,
yeah,
but
you
as-
gotta stand
as-
up first.
Oh yeah, but she's walking off, so I can stand up while she's doing that.
No, while she's walking off, opportunity attack, just sweep the fucking leg, grab her ankle, yank.
Point actually.
Yeet. Yeet.
As Bast is starting to walk off, I go to grab at the ankle and just pull her
Overboard.
off her feet.
Way.
Okay, roll a hit. Roll to
Is
attack.
that
I
roll
should
to
say.
hit or roll athletics?
Well, it's still an attack action to grab, so
Just grabbing her ankle to just trip her right up.
yeah. So
Athletics or attack roll?
Attack side. It'll be what, athletics or acrobatics or something for me to actually recover from that.
yeah, so it'll be If it's a success, then you both need to roll an athletics to see who succeeded, whether you dodge it or whether or not he succeeds in
Does
tripping
a
you.
21 hit you?
Yes, 21 will hit me.
Okay, now opposed athletics, please. Oh, are you hot, love? You're
Oh
hot.
shit!
Roasting. I think it's this hoodie. I keep catching myself in the camera, like wiping my forehead just very subtly.
Go on.
Right, Lucian's looking very pleased with himself, so I'm guessing he won.
Well, I don't know, because I haven't actually said what I've got yet. Neither see.
Okay, so what did you get, Lucian?
Let's see. You rolled a 20 plus 8, 28.
Okay.
Okay, 90.
Okay, right. Yeah, so you do manage to clip her ankle with enough force to send her flying forward onto the deck.
I'm gonna let it snarl. I'm pissed now.
And the mayor, from your position, you do see this all go down. You don't hear it, what the conversation was about, but you do see the tomfoolery afterwards.
I'm just gonna stay where I am. I'll watch it for a few minutes and watch him grab her ankle and then just shake my head and go back to the maps.
As you two are doing all this, you do hear the thumping of the peg leg of Sea Dog Marley behind you, Nemea, as he watches the two of them, puffs and goes, "Why don't they just fuck already?" and just walks off.
Tell me about it.
The barbarian wouldn't mind.
What are you two doing? You're both sprawled on the deck after tripping each other up.
Grip her by the ankle, and as I do that, get up and sort of like, help.
I'm gonna get up, put the glaive on my back, and walk away.
Now that, Lucian, is what we call restraint.
Sorry, that's
Sneak up behind her and just throw her overboard.
Oh God.
Are you seriously doing that?
Restraint, isn't it?
Are you see?
That's obviously restraint.
If he starts, if I see this, if she starts walking away and he starts sneaking up behind her, I will yell, "Bast behind you!"
Okay. If that's is that what you're doing, Lucian? Are you sneaking up behind it? Okay. Where you do see that happen, you shout out, "Bass, look out!" So Bass, you're not caught unawares, and you turn to see Lucian behind you, literally about to grab you. Let's have a quick initiative roll between you two to see who's acts first.
I never win the initiative roll.
If there's a time to win it, now's the time.
Nope.
2.
Oh fucking hell, Claire!
Huh?
Every time.
Right, Lucian. Roll your grapple attack.
No. 24. Sorry.
24.
20.
I'm guessing that's a hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. Now you've got her, and what are you doing next?
And sort of throwing her overboard, but just catch her at the ankle just as she's thrown. Like, I throw her from the shoulder, and as she goes down, I grab her by the ankle.
Give me an athletics check, please.
Okay.
My reaction, grab him, so I'm not going overboard.
If you do, we're both going over.
I'm going, you're fucking coming with me.
Like the ending of Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty. You never know who's going to win.
Yeah.
That was a 24 again.
Okay. Bast, as you idly turn your head from the mayor's warning, you feel the heavy hands of Lucian grab you by your shoulders and throw you over the side of the ship. And as you take that deep breath in shock, as you start tumbling, arms flailing, you feel your ankle snag, and you're being held over the side of the ship by Lucian. It's your turn. What are you doing?
You're...
Is there anything for me to actually grapple on inside of the ship?
Um,
So if he lets go, that I can at least not fall.
there is a port hatch. Or
I'm going to try and grab the port hatch.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
14.
14. You get your fingertips to it, but it's just out of reach.
Okay. I'll give it another go and try and reach it.
Okay, so you can use your movement to do that.
Oh yeah, that'll be much better. That is 20 out of 20.
30-20, that is enough for you to grab a handle on the side of that. So yeah, that's fine. So you are suspended between the two now. Lucian, what are you doing?
You can't keep running away from this. Just throw back. Trying to throw her so she lets go of that and just throw her back onto deck.
Give me an athletics check.
19 plus it is 27.
27. Okay. Because you're holding on to the cannon port, give me an athletics check to see if you hold your grip.
16.
No. Not against the 27. Your grip is ripped from the... you take a chunk of the wood with you as you are lassoed over his head, and you land slamming into the deck, and you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage from hitting the deck hard.
Okay.
You gonna run away from your problems again? Or are we gonna actually have a discussion?
I'm gonna stand up. And I'm literally screaming in haste. I got my sister killed. I can't run away from that shame. I have to bear it every single day.
You didn't get her killed. She made her choice.
It's my fault she's dead. Doesn't matter what you think. It's what I know. It's my fault.
Are you still shouting?
I'm not being quiet anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, this anyone that's on deck or above it, Dalen, is basically now witnessing this, and everyone's got the metaphorical popcorn out.
Yeah. I will approach and I will stand so I'm facing Baston so she can see me, but I'm not going to stand next to Lucian. And I will say, I know you don't feel it, Bast, but Lucian is right. It wasn't your fault. It was her choice.
This isn't about exactly what happened on Amon Kit. This is before that.
But she was alive. What are you talking about? We met her.
My actions have led to her death. That's what I'm talking about.
But she was alive when we were there.
And she'd still be alive if I hadn't made a bad decision. I need to deal with that shame and that guilt. That's on me.
What bad decision did you make? I didn't think it was your fault that you ended up leaving Amon Cat.
It's not about what happened after. It's about what happened after I left Amon Kit. Look, just stop. Just leave this alone.
Or what?
I'm gonna shrug, roll my eyes at Lucian's comment, and go back and sit down where I was sat before. And just be like, good luck, buddy. And as I pass Bast, I will gently tap her on the elbow and say, I'm sorry he's forcing you to talk about this, and inspire her.
Okay. Take your D of inspiration.
D8, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do these things tactic.
Tactfully.
Yes. I am just trying to help. It may not look like it, but he died a warrior's death. A good one.
It should have been me that day.
Would you want her to go through what you're feeling now?
I don't think she could go through what I'm feeling right now. Not after what they did to us.
It's just it. If your roles were swapped, what do you reckon she would do?
I think she would have made the better choice. I think she would have stayed on Amonkhet.
Is that what this is about?
No.
No? Don't feel like you made the mistake of joining us past the plains?
You're not going to let this go anytime soon, are you?
I'm a stubborn motherfucker.
Yeah, well, being dead 3 times doesn't help either.
Already twice. With that,
You're-
I
I'm-
give a grin.
You're going for a third. Let's face it.
Alright.
Fine. You want to know what's going on? Fine. I'll tell you. I had a bad feeling when I met that healer. Didn't trust my gut. Didn't say anything. I used the party as my means to try and get home. So I kept quiet. What happened with the healer? We were ambushed by him. What did that lead to? Us going back to Amonkhet to find Maelstrom there. What did that lead to? Me losing half my soul. And having to be, if you want to put it as another way, blessed by a god. I'm seeing it currently as a curse. That's what I have to go through. That's the gist of it.
Me.
I'm leaving.
I raise
now.
one
I'm
raise
leaving.
one arm. Back, please. She's at the bow, and I'm in between the bow and the rest of the ship.
You literally try to pin me in at this point.
Yes.
It's just dodgy.
Throw you overboard. Look,
One of these days you're going to feel that and I'm going to actually go overboard.
I'm not going to try and you're going to hit me for this, but when I was Altor, my soul was practically ripped apart. I'm not going to say I know what you're going through. No. But you remember just before I left in Amonkhet, I said, I know exactly what you're going through.
Yeah.
When I first died, I was ripped away from the spirit realm. Now, you're the only person in the party that understand what I possibly mean when I say a shifter like I am, removed from the spirit world, is like you ripped apart from your sister. You may think that, no, that's nothing like it, and I understand if you wish to attack me again because of it, but that is how it feels. Like, for a brief time, I knew exactly what you were going through, because that's what I was experiencing. I know how easy it is to just lose yourself in it.
Well, let me ask you this then. When you're split from the spirit world, what does it change within you?
It makes you desperate.
That's not what happens to Namonketi and Kenra. Not only we don't change that, well, how do I explain this to someone? We don't lose it. We don't exist anymore. The person you know as Bast dies with their twin. I become nothing but a killing machine. No emotions, nothing. I'm pointed, I'm unleashed, I kill. That's it. There's nothing of me left. The fact that I can even have this conversation means that I had to be altered to continue. How do you think that people are going to react when I go home? Can I even go home? No. Will I be able to be? Of course I want to go home. It's home. But every day I've got to wake up and wonder, am I going to get home again? Am I going to be accepted by the other Kenra? Because let's face it, Cathy made that pretty hard the first time when I went back. I am not a normal Kenra anymore. That I have accepted, and that I have to deal with. No one else can help me.
So how are you going to do it?
By staying true to what I am, and living as much of a normal life as I can.
Okay. I won't force you to change your path, but just know there's other ways of dealing with it. If you ever want to talk about it, I'm here. There's other ways of harnessing that.
Yeah, it's called killing Maelstrom.
On that, we can agree. Have another drink.
I'm gonna take the keg off and walk away.
I'll grab the 2 bugs. And sit on the bow again. The bow spirit?
What is that? The bow spirit? I don't know what that means.
Stick at the front.
Oh, okay.
Where the figurehead
That
is.
actually,
The simplest
Yeah, the figure-
way to put it.
is that where we are? Right at the very front of the ship.
We're at the bow, which is the part just before the stick.
Okay, I'm into the back of the ship. I'm into this.
Forecast.
You head to the aft of the ship.
Yeah.
Cool. Is anyone wanting to do anything else for the evening?
Once I see they're finished, I will fold up the maps, go back over, and give the pendant to Lucian. Look around and see if Dalen's still up in the crow's nest, which I assume he is. So
Yeah,
I'll
you
just
see him,
fold up
like,
the map and
Peeping over the edge.
I'll just
Looking-
put them in my bag for the moment, and then go back to where I made my bed the night before,
Okay.
provided it's not raining, and go to sleep.
The rest of the night goes uneventful, unless anyone is Dalen, unless you wanted to do anything at all.
Not yet.
Okay. So, music comes to you all. Not music. Sleep comes to you all. And we get to the next day. Dalen, would you like to roll for the next day's travel?
D20 again.
D20 again, please.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
I like my ducky dice.
Can you roll the D20 again for me, please?
Work. I need to stop rolling this D20 now, I guess. Natural 20.
20 on a 20.
We don't know if it's good or bad. That's the trouble.
We don't. I like this ducky dice, though.
Did you get the bathtub with it?
As you wake, to clear skies overhead and a breeze, stiff breeze that fills your sails and picks up the ship, manages to pick up speed, and you gain a day's travel on top.
Yay.
As you're coasting along, a pod of dolphins joins the ship and marries the bow and is jumping playfully in and out of the water. Is there anything anyone would like to do today, specifically?
Just practice my techniques.
No.
Sharpen my weapons, play my lute a bit, I don't know.
I'll fly next to the dolphins because I can fly, and I will play along. Get them to jump over me.
Give me an animal handling check.
Acrobatics, yeah?
Animal handling.
Animal handling. Lord, that's 3.
Can I
15.
lean over the boat and play to the dolphins and see if I can get them to sing along with me?
That's going to be a persuasion roll from you. With the 15, that's plentiful enough. The dolphins don't see you as a threat, and after a bit of initial mistrust, they eventually start playing along with you. And much to the rest of the crew's delight, as there's lots of clapping and cheering and laughing. And they do start to cackle along to the songs that you're playing here as well. Lucian, is there anything you would like to do on this fine day?
To the bow line and just sort of hold the necklace and just keep throwing it, catching, throwing it while just lying on it. Next on the figurehead, pretty much. Hang on, what is the figurehead?
Figurehead is the statue that's underneath the bow line.
No, I meant what is the figurehead?
What is
Oh,
it?
what actually is it? That's a good question. No one's actually asked me. The figurehead. I've got it. Find it in a second. I even found a picture as well, which I was going to utilise. I haven't got a chance to put it on yet. Change a few. The figurehead itself is of a woman. And she stood with her one hand by her side and one hand outstretched in front, like she's almost reaching something. A very sorrowful expression on her face, weathered and worn from time at sea.
Would there be room to lie on it?
No.
Alright, just the bowline then. I'll just be lying on.
Okay. And you're chucking the amulet up in the air and catching it on the bow line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Can you roll me a dexterity check, please?
Don't lose it.
Black dexterity?
It's going to be an ability check, because this is you tossing an item up in the air and catching it on a moving vessel that's also not just going forward but up and down as well.
I'm just adding dex to it.
Yes, unless you're proficient. And oh no, it's a skill check. So yeah, just your dex then, just your dex mod.
I was going to say I have acrobatics and athletics. 18.
18. Okay. There's a couple of moments where you're like, ooh, and you just catch
Do
it
you
as
have
it goes.
sleight of hand? Because it would most probably be under sleight of hand. Rather than...
Sleight of hand is +4 anyway.
Martin asked
not
him for a dex,
proficient.
so it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, so you end up casually doing that while Ogar is playing with the dolphins below. Okay, and the day rolls on to the evening, and you all break and you have your evening meals. And unless anyone wants to do anything else,
I go below deck, see if there's a cask about.
you do not see any casks.
We had no wrong.
And well, last time anyway. Guys, where's the rum?
Who you talking to?
I'm shouting out to any of the crew that's about.
You don't see any crew in the immediate area.
I go to the works part.
Okay, you go through to like the mess and then the crew quarters. You do see crew as you walk through and walk down to the bottom deck, or the belly of the ship.
Hey guys, where's the rum?
They kind of look at each other and go, "Captain's orders. You drunk 2 casks in 2 days. We've been told to cut you off. Sorry."
2 cat.
It's meant to last, you know. This is
Surely-
not a short voyage.
I know. Surely just 2 mugs full though.
Make a perception check. Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Yes, I'm very persuasive. That's a +1. 16.
16.
16.
They look at each other and one of them like nudges the other. No. Captain said no, so that means no. I ain't getting on the wrong side of him again. No, sorry, sir. Captain's orders. And they just both shuffle off.
Fair enough. Oh, have you seen the bard anywhere? As they're shuffling off.
The last I saw, she was up on deck.
I head up on deck looking for Nemea.
Make a perception roll.
Did you say
Perception.
perception?
I said
Yeah.
perception. What did I say? Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Persuade the mayor to be on the deck.
Where are you, the man?
You're here, aren't you?
I was like, hang on. 17?
17. Yes, you will see Nemea up on the deck, fine-tuning her lute.
Is she on the side? Whereabouts on deck are you?
Where would you like to be?
Yeah, I don't know, just sat on a crate somewhere probably. I was playing with the dolphins, so if it's evening and stuff, I'd probably just be sat on a crate on the side of the ship or something.
Got
Reading
a couple
some
of candles next
music
to her.
scrolls and yeah.
Sort of over to sit on the railing part.
Yep.
Of the ship, just with my feet dangling over. And pull out the necklace. What do you think we should do with this?
Don't really know. I guess it's probably worth trying to find out where it's come from, but
You don't think we should just look it?
sure if you want to.
Sort of swing, send it off. Go to throw it and sort of catch it at the end of the chain.
Make a deception check.
You're muted, but I saw you
Yeah,
say.
make a deception check.
check. Dirty 20.
No, not you. Not you.
Oh,
Lucian, because he's trying to fake you out that he's going to throw it
yeah.
over.
Deception.
Perception.
I'm not looking, it's going to be +1 again. 16.
16.
No, 15. 16, sorry.
16.
Every time I kept rolling this, it kept going 15. That's why I was looking at it.
Okay, Nemea, give me an insight check.
Oh dear. 13.
Okay. You believe he's going to throw it overboard?
I would, yeah, probably reach up and say no.
And you have that awkward moment where you've locked eyes with each other, and then a brief pause of silence. But one of you speaks.
It's not about the bush here. This is yours.
Well,
Isn't it?
it's obviously not, because if it was mine, I would have it.
Deception roll, please.
Hey, that's the truth.
That's not. No, it's not. Not at all.
It is actually. It's 22.
No, it's not.
You can insight that if you want.
I'll give it a go. I think I'll be 22. What's my insight? Insight is +2. Oh shit, I matched it. Natural 20 +2, is that a
Then that trade won't give you anything extra because it's a skill
beat?
check.
Yeah, I was just asking that. Is that a meat beat?
It's
What
a
is that?
it's a meet. It's not a beat.
A mistake.
Start packing up my scrolls, put my loot back in my bag, blow out the candles and stand up. Look, I'm not having a discussion like you had with Bast. You're not going to hang me over the side of the fucking ship.
No intention to. Oh, I couldn't figure out. You, however, you're a damn good liar, but I could see your reaction to everything that happened, and I'm the big dumb barbarian, you're the charismatic bard. No one's gonna believe me over you. Especially after my brute force approach to the others and trying to solve their problems. I'm dumb, but I'm not an idiot. All I wanted was some honesty.
I've been
Would
totally
you
honest with you,
complain
Lucian.
if I kept hold of this?
I have not lied to you. Whether or not you take me at my word and whether or not you believe me, that's up to you. But I have been completely honest with everything. I have answered all of your questions truthfully. This whole
You don't
time.
recognize this thing?
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure we all do at this point.
Meant before. I meant
Pardon?
before we all. I just threw all my dice off. I meant
Move.
before
Table flip.
we saw it.
Well, I did study at the
Bad
College
at
of Law,
explaining.
so
It's fair. It's very familiar to you then.
it's familiar.
Okay. That's all you want to say? That's fine.
Well, if you want to actually ask me some questions instead of just calling me a liar, by all means.
All right. Hold it out. Was this intended for you?
I need a drink. I'm gonna go below decks and try and find a drink. Go down to the mess and see what I can find.
I call out, I'll be here when you want to talk.
Okay.
How the hell did I become a therapist?
Oh, my therapist.
No, I'm your
Gone
therapist.
to you yet?
I, at some point as well, would like to find Bast. And all I want, I just say, Bast, can I have 10 seconds?
You can
Okay.
find her quite
You don't
easily.
have to say anything else.
Yeah, I've not moved from the back of the ship.
I don't know exactly what you're going through, but I have lost people that I cared about, people I saw as family. And I'm not going to throw you overboard like Lucian. I'm not going to wrestle you about this. But I understand. And I'm here because I see you as part of that now. And that's all. And I will walk away.
Dylan,
Hmm.
for the future, if something happens during a fight and I don't know what's going on, tell me exactly what happens, or put me down like the rabid dog I'm becoming.
Well, I don't know much of what happened on your end of that fight. I do remember you saying don't hurt her, and then you disappearing. But if you need someone to depend on during a fight, someone that will fight next to your side, you've got me.
Not as appreciated. I'd be more worried about you, be more concerned that you are able to take me down in a fight.
Well, I do have quite a few tricks up my sleeve.
Good. When the day comes, bring them. You're gonna need them against me.
I'd hope it won't come to that, but sure. And Dalen will continue to walk away, back to helping the sailors and everything.
Okay. Lucian, been waiting around on deck a little while. Eventually, you do see Nemea come back from on deck with a keg under her arm and a single cup in her hand.
No cup.
Or no cup in her hand.
As I walk past the back of the boat, I will. Is Bast, which way are you facing?
I'm at the back, so I'll be looking out back to where we're
Okay.
coming.
I will go over to her and tap her on the shoulder and say, "You need to come and sit down. I've got some stuff to tell you." And then I will try and find Dalen and Ogar as well, and say, "Can you come and sit with us?" Sorry, Dalen,
Sure.
I know you're busy.
No, that's cool.
I can buy a minute.
I will go and sit down and back with Lucian and gesture at everyone to sit, and then I will open the keg and just start drinking it from the keg. and drink it for like a good 30 seconds or something, and then just kind of put it by my feet
Okay, mate,
and look down at the ground.
roll a Constitution check for just to hold your composure.
That didn't really roll. 7.
It burns your throat to the point where it makes you
Mhm.
cough afterwards. You don't fuck it up, but yeah, it's like you've just drunk hard liquor for the first time. But then you take a couple of moments of breathing.
I reach my hand out to Lucian for the pendant.
Pass it on to her.
I will hold it in my hands and look down at it and just kind of fiddle with it and like turn it over and stuff. Play with the chain. This is family heirloom that was owned by my father and was supposed to go to me.
Wow. Well, welcome to the dark side.
Yeah, I've not been part of the dark side for a few years now. I defected from the order 4 years ago. And that is why the letter said that his daughter could no longer have this. I'm not really sure why he sent it to the bard, but nonetheless. Yeah. If you've got any questions, let me know. But this pendant is supposed to be mine.
What made you
Insight?
What? I don't.
Sorry, do you
What are
want
you
to start
saying,
that
Nogar? I
again?
can't hear what you're saying. Martin, you're muted.
I'm just asking. So what brought you over to the other side then?
I just realised what a shit lot they are. For a few reasons.
Well done. Good choice. Welcome to the right side. I thought that I worked out they were shit people too. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I were Ogar, I would say welcome to the secrets group, apparently. We all have our secrets, and we're just letting each other know it shortly. And if this was something you wanted to keep until now, I'm glad you're telling it now.
Didn't really want to, but I feel like my hand is forced now, to be honest.
You say it's a family heirloom. Do you still have family in the Maelstrom order?
Unfortunately, yes. This is why I ran from home. My parents are still members.
Which one?
The night.
I know. Would I know that, Martin? I know that my father, it was like a general whatever, and he aspired to be high up in the order. Would I know that he's? You're muted. Okay.
I know, because I was thinking.
Yeah.
Best way to say this: when you left, for the reasons that you left and for the things you witnessed, your father was a well-respected member of the order, but he did not hold the lofty title, the Grand Knight, at the time.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just kind of relay this to the guys. Like, he aspired to be, but I didn't. At that point, he didn't have that title.
You didn't recognize any of the guys that was torturing Alfarius?
I don't think I did. I did ask Martin about this.
Yes, and I did tell you you recognised the embroidering.
Yeah.
But that's all you recognised.
I didn't recognise the people or the voices, no.
Well,
How
Feel
did you
better?
How did you end up in Amonkhet?
I don't actually know. I desperately checked my notes.
wait. If you defected 4 years ago, is that 4 years ago in your time? Because remember, in Amonkhet,
Yeah.
that time went by much slower than out here.
Yeah.
No,
Which means it's
So it was 4 years my time, but I was in Amonkhet for a year, so that I don't know. In Amonkhet it moves quicker, right? So if I was there for a year, it would have been like 6 months here or something. I did ask Martin about this, but I can't remember what he said. But yeah, essentially it was 4 years in the world of Ibarath.
Yeah, we worked the math out for it, and we did find
Yeah.
a proper answer for it, but I've completely forgotten what it was now.
I'll see if I can find it in my notes
Okay.
somewhere.
We need to find that for canon.
I
so the
spent
main reason is if you were only there for a year, the majority of the time's already passed. But if you were there for 4 years and you defected 4 years ago, then it's only been like
Oh no, yeah.
12, like a
So-
full year, which means they're still
I think-
reeling from it.
Yeah, I think I was only in terms of Ibarath time. I think I was there for somewhere between like 4 and 6 months or something. Like we worked out. I can't remember. But going back to your question, I got there. I don't know how I got there. I am essentially a fugitive. My parents are trying to find me. The Order is trying to find me, and I am just basically on the run. And I was almost found by some agents and was, pegging it. I was running, and then I don't even know. I opened this door, and then all of a sudden I was in the desert. I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah, they do have portal. I know. When the experiment around me failed, they portal. So they definitely have portal to various locations.
Even
Well, I
different
managed to fall through one.
ways.
Yeah, one
Pardon?
portal almost killed me. Did kill me.
One portal did kill you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was still alive after.
But that really wasn't a portal. What took you?
At this point, I will lift the keg back up and continue drinking for another 30 seconds.
Trust me, Lucian and I have a discussion to have.
You and me both.
Not unless I beat you
but-
both to it.
So, Nemea, that, as far as I'm concerned, that heirloom's yours. If you want
Thanks.
to wear it.
I would like to wear it, but I will wear it under my clothes. I wasn't kidding when I said I don't think we should just be walking around wearing it, especially in some of the places we're going to end up. Also, incidentally, it has some magical properties, so that will be useful to us.
Now I'm just asking.
Anyone
this
else
as-
have any?
Well, I'm just asking this to you, Nemea, as me, because you guys now know when I was on the run, I did take a second name. Is Nemea your real name, or is Nemea just something you go by now?
I actually need to talk to Martin about this because because of my background that I chose. So actually, Nemea is not my real name, but we haven't figured that part out, and I don't know what my actual name is. So no, but Nemea is what I am known as.
All right.
You mind if we just stick with calling you Nemea?
That's what I would ask you to do, so that's fine.
I mean, you're Nemea to me, you're Dalen to me, Bast, Ogar.
I just wanted
Anyone
to
else have any?
check if you were in the same
secret?
situation as me.
Sounds like it.
Any more secrets, anyone?
I have,
I'm gonna-
Things
I have
they wanna
tons,
get
but you
on
I'm
can't
with?
know.
literally glaring at Lucian for that comment.
One more thing. That map that we were looking at had that writing that you found was cult speak. I did recognize it, and it seems to be a riddle of some sort. It says, "By the light of darkness's beacon shall my secrets be revealed."
The light of darkness, secrets revealed.
I'm
I cast
Yeah,
light
exactly.
on my knife again, but make it like a black light.
I think Lucian has got the right idea there.
It's not very effective. There's a few spatters which seem to appear with it, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I assume that we need to go to these places and then do the thing. But just so you're aware, that's what it says.
Here's gonna get even more personal. What exactly is your father's name?
Why do you ask?
'Cause I'm gonna go kill him.
We don't know all our options yet, Bast.
Takes another swig from this cask. Bast, I'd really appreciate it if you didn't do that.
We'll do what we can.
Fuck, did you get that thing?
From the
Lucian?
guys downstairs.
I've been told about the situation. You've been cut off. Don't ask.
Like Bast, that's a conversation we can have at a later date. But what has he done to you? Why do you want to kill him?
He's part of Maelstrom.
Well, yeah.
Maelstrom invaded my homeland, killed my people. My sister had to sacrifice herself to undo the damage they did. You have no idea what they nearly unleashed on my plane.
It's Lucian you want to kill.
And the fighter will stand in the way.
Maybe if he's there. Just let's talk about this another night when I'm not half cut and you're not angry, but I'm hoping that it won't come to that.
We'll do what we can.
I'm gonna get up and leave.
I'm staying here for a minute.
I'll give you the map back while you're here.
I'll kind of try to give you a gesture of just wait for a minute.
Okay. Bast has walked off. Lucian, what are you doing?
Just turn to Nemea. Is that everything?
That's everything that I'm gonna tell you right now.
It's fine. And just get up and walk below deck.
Ogar, are you sticking around?
Thanks for the honesty. Yeah, I'll stick around for a bit. I'll just say thanks for the honesty. Good to know I'm not the only one who's totally fucked up.
Yeah. No, don't worry about it.
At some point, I'm guessing, Ogar, you do go down deck because I do want to ask Nemea something.
Hey, no, that's fine. You know, my character will disappear eventually.
Yeah. Nemea, I will ask for the keg at one point as well, just for at least a sip.
I sort of look down at the keg, look at you, and look down at the keg.
It's about a quarter left in it by this point.
And then I'll leave him a bit, and it's over.
I'll just take a swig and hand it back. And as I hand it back, I'm also going to reach for the note that was given to me and go, Alfarius gave this to me before the two of you disappeared. I'm not making an assumption. Well, kind of am. Before we left to come here, you met with one of the council members and had a private conversation with them. And apparently, according to Alfie, the council knows more than they let on. Is
What
there
do you mean?
anything? That's all I know. That's all was given to me. And you're the only one I've told so far.
What? So the note just says the council know more than they're letting on.
Yeah.
I don't know what your opinion is of Samael. He's the guy who I spoke to. He is the one who is the leader of the Infernal Lands at this point.
Yeah, since the last one's gone.
Yeah. So obviously I'm a tiefling. That's where I'm from, the Infernal Lands. I lived in Haldarth. I am confused as to why Samael is on the throne. He seems to have come out of nowhere. It should have been someone else. There was another one who was like next in line for it. She had lots of wealth and lots of power, and she is not. And I don't know if she's alive or dead. I don't know if he's done something. I don't know if he's involved in the order, but something is wrong there. So I wonder if it might be something to do with him.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
We might want to head there later then if that's what you think. I trust you. Everyone else has kind of known each other for a very long time, and since the person I really joined with died and went on, the only person that I've known for a decent amount of time that I haven't felt a little ostracized from is you.
I haven't lied. I've never lied. I am honest in the things I say. I might not tell the whole truth sometimes, but I've not lied to anyone.
You're not the only one. We've all done it. I know I have. And you've earned my trust. So, if you need help on something, even if they don't agree and they don't go with you, I will.
Thanks, Alan.
And, I'll apologize for another keg disappearing. And I'll help pay for it when we get to port.
I will finish off the keg.
And the two of you, with your contraband alcohol, under a starred night, contemplate the revelations that the day has brought, that this journey as a whole has brought. And who knows what the next day will bring. That is where we're going to end the session for tonight. That is a great place to put it. So, well done, guys. Good job. Good job. Lots of information, lots of revelations, some home truths finally told, and it was just great seeing everyone's reactions to that to Robin's little reveal. It was grand. Loved it.
I'm gonna have to watch that back.
It was good. It was beautiful. Chef's kiss moment. So thank you very much, you guys, for a great session. Really, really good. And thank you guys for staying with us and watching us to the end. We won't be back next week. I will be updating the schedule tomorrow, but we will be taking a sabbatical for the next few weeks because of some personal things that I have to do. But we will be around in some form or another. You'll be able to find Robin, our Nemea, on her own Twitch channel, Ninja Fox. That's NINJAFOCKS. I'm sure she'll drop a little link in the chat for you guys to.
Yep, I will do that now.
There you go.
Thank you.
So she can, you guys can follow her over there, because do give her a follow, because she is really good at what she does, and her own game that she is running as well is really in a really good place right now. I'm looking
Really?
forward to what's coming next with that. So do tune in for that, as well as her fantastic gaming. So, from myself and from everyone here at Tales Around the Tavern Fire, thank you for staying with us. Have a lovely night and get some good sleep. Look after each other. Don't forget, be prepared to roll for initiative. Good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Ah.